All right, let's just get right into it. For your entire life, you've probably been told that if you want to make a real comic book, you need to go to art school, hire a whole team, spend thousands of dollars. Well, I'm here to tell you that's officially a lie. Today, we're going to break down a completely revolutionary workflow that lets you create a professional-grade graphic novel right from scratch without, and I mean this, without drawing a single line. No, seriously, just think about that for a second. That epic story you've got rattling around in your head, the characters you know inside and out, the world you've built from the ground up? What if the only thing that's been stopping you is this idea that you're not an artist? Well, guess what? That barrier, it's about to become totally, completely irrelevant. We are going to turn that what if into here's exactly how. And look, this is so much bigger than just learning a new tool. This is about fundamentally changing how stories get told, period. In this new workflow, you're not the writer desperately trying to get an artist to see your vision, and you're not the artist struggling to come up with a plot. No, you are the creative director. You are the entire studio all in one. I mean, this just lays it out perfectly, right? The old way was all about gatekeepers and, frankly, massive budgets. It was slow, it was super expensive, and you needed a whole crew of people. But the new way? It's instant. It's accessible to literally anyone. And it puts all of that creative power right back where it belongs, in your hands. The only thing you need now is the idea. Okay, but before we get to the really cool stuff, the magic, we have to talk about the giant, super frustrating wall that pretty much everyone hits when they try this. I'm talking about the single biggest reason why most AI comics just look, well, kind of amateurish. And that is the character consistency problem. You know this feeling, right? This is that moment of pure frustration. You generate the perfect opening panel. Your hero looks exactly how you imagined them. But then by panel 5, the AI has, total amnesia. The scar you described? Gone. His eyes are suddenly a different color. The costume details are all wrong. It just completely shatters the illusion, and it's the problem that we are going to solve for good. And that's the key, isn't it? Most people just give up at this point. They throw their hands up and assume the tech just isn't ready. But here's the thing, they're wrong. The solution isn't just possible, it's already built into this new hybrid workflow that, honestly, most creators just haven't found yet. So here it is. We're calling this the hybrid workflow. And really, it's a simple 3-stage process that takes you all the way from a blank page to a finished comic. And it solves all those major problems we talked about along the way. Think of this as your new production pipeline. So let's break it down. It really is this simple. 3 steps. We script it, we generate the art, and then we polish it. Each step uses a very specific tool for a very specific job, and the whole point is to give you total control. It's kind of like having your own personal digital assembly line for making amazing comics. Okay, step 1, the master script. And I can't stress this enough, this part is everything. You can't just go to an AI and say, hey, write a comic. It doesn't work. You have to feed it a super structured blueprint. This means you got to start thinking in cinematic language. You're not just a writer anymore. You're the director. You're telling the AI exactly what camera shot you want, like macro shot or Dutch angle. This level of detail, it's absolutely non-negotiable. Now, to bridge that gap between your amazing script and the actual art, you need what's called a power prompt. This is the secret key. See, instead of just asking for a story, you're giving the AI a command to completely change how it operates. You're basically telling it, okay, stop being a text generator. Right now, you are a comic book artist. And when you do that, it unlocks this hidden capability that we are about to take full advantage of. And this is exactly where we use that power prompt. So most people look at Google's NotebookLM and just see a research tool, right? But what they miss is this hidden slide deck feature. When you combine your super detailed master script with that power prompt we just talked about, you're basically tricking its slide generator into becoming a comic book engine. It totally stops thinking in bullet points and starts laying out your story visually, panel by panel. But, just generating the panels, that's only half the battle. This is the point where we leave all those old, outdated tutorials in the dust. The methods I'm about to show you are the absolute cutting-edge solutions that solve those big consistency and editing problems that drive everyone else crazy. You could call this the 2026 fix, but it's available to you right now. So, remember that character consistency nightmare? Well, this is the ultimate weapon to destroy it. Newer AI models have this incredible feature called character reference, or CREF for short. Instead of just trying to describe your character with words over and over, you give the AI one reference image and it mathematically locks onto that face. I'm telling you, this scar will never disappear again. The eye color will always be right. We're talking 100% consistency. And that is the fundamental difference. The old hack was to just, copy paste red trench coat, blue eyes into every single prompt and just hope for the best. It was clumsy, it was unreliable. This new method, it isn't based on hope. It's based on math. It is literally the difference between a kind of clever trick and an actual professional tool. Okay, so what about those other little annoying mistakes? The other huge frustration. You generate a nearly perfect panel, but there's one tiny flaw, like a hand has 6 fingers or something. Before, you had to scrap the whole thing and re-roll the entire image. Not anymore. Now, with a feature called in-painting, you just draw a little circle around the mistake and tell the AI to fix just that spot. It gives you this incredible, pinpoint surgical control over your art. All right, so let's recap. We've written our killer script, we've generated perfectly consistent art panels, we've even fixed any little flaws that popped up. Now it is time for the final, and honestly, the most satisfying step, putting it all together and making it look like something you'd pull off a shelf. This is where you finalize your vision as the director. And this last step is super simple, but it's absolutely essential. You just export all those AI-generated panels as a PDF, and then you pop them into a design program. Something like Canva or Clip Studio Paint works great. This is where you perfect the lettering, you get to play with the panel spacing for dramatic timing, and add that last bit of creative flair. It's that final human touch that makes the whole project truly yours. By the way, if this workflow is already getting your imagination fired up, do me a favor and make sure you're subscribed to @BrandTechAuth. Just hit that button right below so you don't miss out on more deep dives just like this one. So let's just land on this one more time, because it's the most important point. The number of years you needed to spend in art school to do everything we just walked through, 0. The amount of natural, God-given drawing talent you need to have, absolutely 0. Because the crucial point to understand is this: these tools are not here to replace human creativity. They are here to completely obliterate the technical barriers that have stood between a brilliant idea and a finished product for centuries. All of that friction, it's gone. All that's left now is your story. No, I'm serious. Really think about it. For what might be the first time in history, there is literally nothing standing in your way. The tools are here, they're accessible to everyone, and now you have the exact workflow. So the only question left is, what's the first story